Man-Eating Flower King, 1. In the attic on the mountain road in the sky of the Yao spirit. The six-eared macaque saw Xiao Changshan's smiling face, and the fear in his heart had not completely disappeared. After Xiao Changtian finished his sentence, he responded reflexively, Senior, I didn't manage to calculate it. Xiao Changtian frowned when he heard six-eared macaque's words. He said angrily, You really didn't calculate it? This master had revealed his true colors so quickly? He was still hoping that he could calculate the location of the demon for him. The first step had disappointed him. Wasn't it a waste of his time? Hearing the anger in Xiao Changshan's words, six-eared macaque quickly replied, Senior, I really didn't calculate it. While speaking, six-eared macaque was also crying. At the same time he was confused. What was such a big shot doing here? Could it be that they were here to mess with him? However, he did not seem to have offended him. Hey! Xiao Changtian sighed after getting confirmation from six-eared macaque. So, you lied when you said you knew the location of the demons? No, Senior. I can still calculate the location of the evil demon. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, six-eared macaque immediately replied. Xiao Changtian was about to leave when he heard six-eared macaque's words. He stared at him. This guy couldn't even figure out where he came from, and he still said he was a demon. Could it be that he still wanted to fool him? Don't tell me you're trying to make fun of me, or are you interested in the interspatial ring on my finger? As for these masters, he wanted to directly expose their motives. Six-eared macaque shook his head at Xiao Changshan's words. No, Senior, how would this lowly one dare? Every word this lowly one says is the truth. Six-eared macaque realized that he couldn't guess Xiao Changshan's thoughts. He only hoped that Xiao Changtian would let him go and stop torturing him. After hearing six-eared macaque's words, Xiao Changshan's face turned serious and he said, All right, then bring me to where the demon is. If I find out that you're lying to me, you'll be in for it. Thinking that six-eared macaque was still trying to trick him, Xiao Changtian didn't hold back. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, six-eared macaque's eyes lit up. Senior, do you mean to let me follow you? What, you don't want to go? Xiao Changtian frowned and said to six-eared macaque. No, they'll bring you there now. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, six-eared macaque was overjoyed and nodded at him. No matter what Xiao Changshan's attitude towards him was, his many years of experience told him. In this evil demon world of human realm upon heavens, following Xiao Changtian was absolutely safe. If he did not hug such a big thigh, he did not know where he had lived all these years. Xiao Changtian heard six-eared macaque's words and said, All right, I'll wait for you outside. We can set off immediately. Xiao Changtian didn't want to waste any more time with six-eared macaque, so he went straight to the demon. At that time, there would be no need to argue whether this guy was a liar or not. All right, Senior. Six-eared macaque immediately packed up his things in the attic. Then six-eared macaque said to the little boy outside, Little boy, that's all for today. We're closed. The purpose of opening this attic was to earn some money and find a place to take refuge. Now that he had Xiao Changtian as his backing, why would he open this loft? If he didn't hug a thigh, he would be a bastard. After hearing the six-eared macaque's words, the little boy hung up a sign at the entrance that signified that the restaurant was closed. Then he walked into the attic. When he saw six-eared macaque, he said to him, Master, why are you closed so early today? We've already clung to someone. We won't open this attic in the future. The six-eared macaque looked at the little boy and put him into his interspatial ring. He had to bring his own disciple along. Soon, six-eared macaque came to Xiao Changshan's side in a small alley on the mountain road. Little Six, you're here. Tell me, where is the demon? Xiao Changtian said to the six-eared macaque. Six-eared macaque heard Xiao Changshan's words and said, Senior, according to my predictions, that demon leader will be finishing up at Green Bull Mountain soon. All right, then let's go to Green Bull Mountain. Green Bull Mountain, wasn't it the place where he brought back a bunch of green bulls last time? As soon as he finished speaking, Xiao Changtian also used the sword kinesis flight technique and flew towards Green Bull Mountain with six-eared macaque. Standing on Xiao Changshan's flying sword, six-eared macaque felt like he was hugging a strong thigh. The flying swords under their feet were the most powerful divine weapons he had ever seen. I wonder what Senior wants to do with the demons. At this moment, six-eared macaque told Xiao Changtian his thoughts. Senior, why are you looking for a demon? Kill the demon leader. Xiao Changtian kept his words short while he was using the flying sword technique. Kill the demon leader? Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, six-eared macaque took a deep breath. Now, in the demon spirit sky, everyone was afraid of demons. Senior actually wanted to kill them. One had to know that every demon leader was a creation immortal. However, Xiao Changtian was able to make the two mythical beasts his pets. Six-eared macaque was relieved. At this moment, Xiao Changshan's voice was heard again. Right, little six, do you know what those demons look like? Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, six-eared macaque answered honestly. The demons of the demon spirit sky are mainly man-eating flowers. Their leader is a man-eating flower king. The piranha flower was once an overlord in the demonic beast world. It was a pity that it gradually died out. He did not expect that it would actually be corroded by the evil energy and become a demon of the evil world. Man-eating flowers. Hearing six-eared macaque's words, Xiao Changtian started to ponder. Now that the two of them were together, there was no need for little six to lie to him. He had to be careful when dealing with his piranha flower. At the same time, at the top of Green Bull Mountain, a man dressed in pink extended his orchid fingers. It sucked all the water in the lake on the mountain peak dry. This person was the leader of the evil demons who had invaded the demon spirit sky, the man-eating flower king. After he was done, a demon guard came to his side. Leader, we found the six-eared macaque's aura. It's heading towards Green Bull Mountain. Oh, you're still taking the initiative? If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 720. Is there no one left? 1. Demon Spirit Sky on top of Green Bull Mountain. After the man-eating flower king heard his subordinate's report, it also slowly said to him, then how's the thing you've done? Leader, according to your instructions, the demons of all sizes on the Green Bull have been mostly cleared. As for the mercenary group outside and the demons that escaped. At this point, the piranha flower demon guard paused for a moment. They are too cunning. They can avoid our pursuit every time. Hearing his subordinate's words, the man-eating flower king clenched his fists, his gaze cold. Isn't six-eared macaque coming? Where's his partner? At this moment, a few humans were also escorted up by the piranha flower demon. They were all humans who worked with the six-eared macaque clan. The six-eared macaque clan was good at guessing, but they were not strong, so they cooperated with the humans. I wonder how that little monkey will feel when he sees his best friend being tortured? You have to pay the price for ruining my plans. As soon as he finished speaking, the man-eating flower king directly transformed into its original body. Whoosh! A huge man-eating flower slowly appeared on top of the Green Bull Mountain. After the man-eating flower king obtained the heavenly Tao origin of the demon spirit sky, it planned to get up and go to the saint spirit sky to take over the mess of the rat demons. However, this six-eared macaque had ruined his plans time and time again, which made him extremely unhappy. Before he left, he had to deal with the six-eared macaque. At this moment, Xiao Changtian and six-eared macaque slowly arrived at the Green Bull Mountain. Standing on the sword, Xiao Changtian looked down and noticed the abnormality of Green Bull Mountain. He hadn't seen a single wild beast in this huge mountain range. Following that, Xiao Changtian controlled the sword under his feet to fall into the Green Bull Forest. Xiao Changtian landed halfway up Green Bull Mountain and said to six-eared macaque, Little Six, where is the demon you mentioned? Six-eared macaque also gathered his vital essence in his eyes. He scanned the surroundings of Green Bull Mountain, searching for the location of the evil demon. Normally he would not dare to do this. But now that Xiao Changtian was by his side, six-eared macaque started to act without restraint. It couldn't be helped. It was good to have a thigh. While the six-eared macaque was searching Green Bull Mountain, the man-eating flower king sensed his spiritual sense. Umph. The man-eating flower king snorted and then collided with the six-eared macaque's spiritual sense. Little monkey, looks like you really don't put me in your eyes. The angry voice of the man-eating flower king slowly sounded in the six-eared macaque's mind. Then, the man-eating flower king showed the humans to the six-eared macaque. Looks like I have to teach you a lesson. Ah! The screams of humans echoed in the six-eared macaque's mind. Man-eating flower king, what are you doing? At this moment, in the six-eared macaque's spiritual sense, his friend who had helped each other was being whipped by the man-eating flower king. Fresh blood kept splattering from his body. The man-eating flower king's mucus was flowing on his body. The man-eating flower king wanted to torture Xiao Yi to death. At this moment, six-eared monkey was furious. The moment the piranha flower appeared in the sky of the demon spirits, he had Xiao Yi leave the sky of the demon spirits. He didn't expect that he would still be caught by the demons. However, the six-eared macaque also knew that the reason why the man-eating flower king was targeting Xiao Yi was related to him. On the mountainside, Xiao Changtian said to the six-eared macaque, Little Six, how's the investigation going? Six-eared macaque heard Xiao Changshan's words and said slowly, "Senior, the demon is at the top of the mountain, and that piranha flower is still harming my friends." The six-eared macaque couldn't hide his anger. Seeing the six-eared macaque's expression, Xiao Changtian frowned and said to the six-eared macaque, "Let's go up and take a look." It seemed like the six-eared macaque wasn't lying to him. After all, he couldn't fake his true feelings. Xiao Changtian and six-eared macaque were getting closer and closer to the peak. The system's voice slowly sounded in Xiao Changshan's mind. Ding dong. The existence of a demon leader has been detected. Host, please kill it. Hearing the system's voice, Xiao Changtian looked at six-eared macaque. Now, it seemed that little six hadn't lied to him. Little Lu, thank you. Xiao Changtian said to the six-eared macaque. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, six-eared macaque bowed and said, "Senior, little six requests that you rescue Xiao Yi." Six-eared macaque also knew that Xiao Changtian was the only one who could save Xiao Yi from the man-eating flower king. Xiao Changtian gave six-eared macaque a reassuring look. "Don't worry, your friend will definitely be fine." After that, Xiao Changtian brought six-eared macaque to the top of the mountain. Since little six did not lie to him, it was naturally true that someone had met with misfortune on the mountain. Due to the man-eating flower king's orders, the man-eating flowers on both sides of the mountain path did not stop Xiao Changtian and six-eared macaque from advancing. The two of them soon arrived at the top of the mountain. Seeing Xiao Yi being tortured by the man-eating flower king, the six-eared macaque said to him, "Xiao Yi, little monkey, you're here. You ruined my plan. Now you'll have to endure the pain." At this moment, the man-eating flower king looked at the six-eared macaque and laughed. The reason why he let them up was to torture Xiao Yi to death in front of them. Let them feel pain. Xiao Changtian also saw Xiao Yi being tortured. This was the first time he had seen the piranha flower so closely. However, seeing the man-eating flower king torturing humans, Xiao Changtian was furious. Then Xiao Changtian stared at the man-eating flower king coldly. As if sensing Xiao Changshan's cold gaze, the man-eating flower king also looked at Xiao Changtian. Then he slowly transmitted his voice to six-eared macaque. "Little monkey, this is also a human protecting you, right? It's really lonely. Now I'm looking for the lowest mortal to be my guard. Is there no one left in the human clan and the six-eared macaque clan?" As he said that, the man-eating flower king opened its bloody mouth at Xiao Changtian. He wanted to kill all the humans in front of the six-eared macaque. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 721. We still have to continue killing them. 1. Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain. The man-eating flower king opened its bloody mouth and attacked Xiao Changtian. At this moment, Xiao Changtian was also looking at him and snorted coldly. This man-eating flower really wanted to eat everyone it saw. Then Xiao Changtian pulled out his sword. Whoosh! The long sword was unsheathed, bringing with it a shocking chill. A monstrous aura also spread out from the long sword. The moment the sword appeared, the man-eating flower king's branches were cut apart because of the sharpness of the sword. Whoosh! The man-eating flower king sensed the change and slowed down its pace. Then Xiao Changtian slashed at the man-eating flower king. No! The man-eating flower king looked at the incoming sword and was already a little frightened. Didn't they say that those old men from the Righteous Path Alliance were trapped? Why is there such an expert in the demon spirit sky? The man-eating flower king felt a holy aura on the blade. And this aura seemed to be able to purify the evil energy in his body. Under this aura, the man-eating flower king felt that if it was struck, it would definitely not escape death. He hurriedly dodged to the side. Xiao Changshan's sword also slashed across the flower's petals. Whoosh! The man-eating flower king's petals scattered in the air. Seeing that his sword didn't hit the vital part of the man-eating flower king, Xiao Changtian also raised his sword and aimed at the man-eating flower king. At this moment, the man-eating flower king had no intention of fighting Xiao Changtian. With a flash, he was about to leave Green Bull Mountain. Now, he somewhat understood why the rat demon was killed. So there was such an existence in the human realm upon heavens. Could it be the incarnation of the heavenly Tao from the evil world? With this thought in mind, the man-eating flower king also ran with all its might. However, before he could take a few steps out, the man-eating flower king found himself in a space. Starlight had already lit up under his feet. The light quickly spread out and connected with each other, forming a huge chessboard. A furious roar resounded at this moment. Immediately after, a heaven-swallowing dog that could devour the heavens and earth with its bloody mouth wide open and its feet on the heaven chessboard appeared in front of the man-eating flower king. Heaven-swallowing dog? The moment it saw the heaven-swallowing dog, the man-eating flower king was frightened and its heart sank. If he encountered other divine beasts, he might have some intention of resisting. However, facing the ancestor of devouring, the heaven-swallowing dog, under the suppression of the origin, he had no chance of escaping. Following that, the man-eating flower king was swallowed by the heaven-swallowing dog into its stomach. After swallowing the man-eating flower king, the heaven-swallowing dog let out a breath. On top of the Green Bull Mountain, Xiao Changtian also came to the man-eating flower king's side. The long sword pierced through the man-eating flower king's corpse. At this moment, the man-eating flower king completely dissipated. Ding dong. The host has killed the evil demon leader. At this moment, the system's voice slowly sounded in Xiao Changshan's mind. At the same time, after all the piranha flower demons in the entire Green Bull Mountain felt that their leader had died, they were shocked. They also scrambled to leave Green Bull Mountain. On top of the mountain, Six-Eared Macaque looked at the man-eating flower king, who had been very arrogant just a moment ago. He had mixed feelings in his heart. He had thought that he had a very high evaluation of Xiao Changtian. However, he didn't expect Xiao Changtian to be the master of the 3 divine beasts instead of the 2. In this case, would it be very difficult for her to stay by his side in the future? However, Six-Eared Macaque still walked to Xiao Changshan's side. Senior, thank you for your help. His best friend Xiao Yi had been saved by him, and it was all thanks to Xiao Changtian. Xiao Changtian smiled at Six-Eared Macaque. Little Lu, you don't have to be so polite. You've done me a great favor. Previously, he had suspected that this little sixth was a master of deception. Xiao Changtian continued, Little Lu, what kind of payment do you want? Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Six-Eared Macaque instinctively wanted to refuse. After all, this senior had helped him so much. Wouldn't that be a little unreasonable? However, after thinking for a while, Six-Eared Macaque said to Xiao Changtian, Senior, I hope you can borrow his help. As he spoke, Six-Eared Macaque pointed at Xiao Yi. He had already checked that Xiao Ye's body had been invaded by evil energy. If he was left alone, he would eventually become a demon. Xiao Changtian smiled and said, Little Six, don't worry. Leave it to me. This little Six was still very kind. In fact, he would have helped even if he didn't say so. At this moment, Xiao Changtian also came to Xiao Ye's side. Xiao Changtian also took out a bottle of medicinal powder from his pocket. He applied the powder on the part of Xiao Yi that had been corroded by the man-eating flower king's liquid. Black smoke rose from Xiao Ye's body. It looked like the evil aura in Xiao Ye's body was beginning to dissipate. After that, Xiao Changtian said to the Six-Eared Macaque, Little Lu, there's no problem. Your friend just needs to rest. Thank you, Senior. At this moment, Six-Eared Macaque expressed his gratitude to Xiao Changtian again. Following that, the radiance of the interspatial ring on his hand enlarged and Xiao Yi was sucked into it. Then, Six-Eared Macaque said to Xiao Changtian, Senior, where are we going next? Us? Xiao Liuzi, do you plan to follow me in the future? Xiao Changtian was surprised to hear Six-Eared Macaque's words. Yes. Now that demons are rampant, if Senior doesn't mind, I want to follow Senior. The Six-Eared Macaque didn't dare to lie in front of Xiao Changtian, so it told him the truth. After hearing Six-Eared Macaque's words, Xiao Changtian pondered for a while. It wasn't impossible for Little Six to follow him. It was just that his abilities did not seem to be of much use to him. Thinking of this, Xiao Changtian slowly said to Six-Eared Macaque, Little Lu, if you follow me, your income might drop a lot. You have to think about it carefully. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Six-Eared Macaque replied, Senior, I don't need any reward. I just need to stay by your side. Xiao Changtian nodded at Six-Eared Macaque's words. Alright, then you'll follow me from now on. Little Six, do you know where the other demon leaders are? We still have to kill them. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 722, Hiding a Peerless Expert? One Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Six-Eared Macaque looked at Xiao Changtian with respect. He thought that Xiao Changtian only wanted to deal with the demons of the Sky of Demons. Why but now, it seemed that Senior wanted to deal with all the demons in the human realm upon heavens. The Six-Eared Macaque felt very lucky to be able to follow such a powerful being. Then, Six-Eared Macaque said to Xiao Changtian, Senior, there are still many demons in the human realm upon heavens. I wonder which one we should go to first. Hearing six-eared macaque's words, Xiao Changtian pondered for a while. He slowly opened the system interface in his mind and said to six-eared macaque, Xiao Liuzi, let's go to Treasure Pill Heaven next. There are 2 demon leaders there. Let's go settle it first. Xiao Changtian was a little excited when he said this. If he were to deal with the 2 demon leaders as well, according to the system's mission, he had already completed half of it. In other words, he was only half the distance away from opening the path of invincibility. With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian also used the sword kinesis flight technique and flew towards Baoden Heaven with six-eared macaque. After Xiao Changtian and the others left at the same time, at the periphery of Green Bull Mountain, there were many mercenary groups gathered here. Because the six-eared macaque was suddenly closed, these mercenary groups had no news of the demons. Therefore, they did not dare to casually enter the Green Bull Mountain to hunt. At this moment, these mercenary groups also felt the earth tremble. What happened? A mercenary leader shouted, his eyes vigilantly looking at the forest ahead. Following that, everyone saw man-eating flower demons charging towards them from the Green Bull Mountain. Enemy attack, alert! The leader of the Wolf Fang mercenary group shouted at the members behind him. They stood in front of the many mercenary groups. When the piranha flower demons rushed over, they would be the first to be attacked. For a moment, the Wolf Fang mercenary group cultivators all displayed their strongest defensive spirit skills. It was used to resist the Wolf Fang mercenary group's attack. Wherever the piranha flowers passed by, the mercenaries were instantly devoured by them. Moreover, from their auras, it seemed that they wanted to finish them off quickly. Retreat, retreat, retreat. At this moment, the Wolf Fang mercenary group leader also said to the others. If they continued to resist, their entire mercenary group would disappear here. The piranha flower demons didn't seem to have any intention of chasing after them. They just kept walking out. At this moment, a mercenary cultivator from the Wolf Fang mercenary group looked at the man-eating flower demon with an aggressive aura. There was no way for him to escape. At this moment, the mercenary cultivator covered his eyes as if he had already tacitly agreed to his fate. Whoosh! A burst of light was emitted from his body, and then the light quickly spread. Under the illumination of this beam of light, the piranha flower demon kept letting out miserable cries. Finally, it disappeared from everyone's sight. At this moment, everyone looked at the mercenary cultivator in shock. Wow, there's actually a peerless expert hidden in our Wolf Fang mercenary little ma. I didn't expect you to be so awesome. You've been pretending to be a pig to eat a tiger in front of me. Master Six-Eared Macaque has left, and another expert has appeared. At this moment, words of surprise, joy, and shock rang in the ears of the mercenary cultivators. The mercenary cultivator himself was also very confused. He knew his own strength. Then, the mercenary cultivator saw the coins hanging on his waist. In the past few days he had only seen Xiao Changtian. He had never seen anyone else. Thank you for your help, expert. At this moment, all the mercenary group cultivators said gratefully. Seeing the people around him, the mercenary cultivator took a deep breath. He told the others about the situation he had encountered. Although he enjoyed the honor, he was still panicking because he didn't have the strength to do so. After hearing the mercenary cultivator's words, everyone had a suspicious expression and said, "Does that mean that a peerless master has appeared in our human realm upon heavens? And Master Six-Eared Macaque is his?" "Yes, I think so. Otherwise, why would Master Six-Eared Macaque suddenly disappear? It must be that senior. With that senior, all the demons in the human realm upon heavens will be destroyed by him." With this thought in mind, everyone felt a surge of joy in their hearts. Soon after, the legend of the sorrowful sky began to spread in the sky of demons. At the same time, in an alternate dimension, the skeleton shadow slowly stood in the middle of the crowd. The original 7 people in the meeting had now become 5 people. At this moment, the skeleton phantom also gritted its teeth and slowly said to the others, "The man-eating flower king is also dead." The skeleton's voice was like a boulder falling into everyone's ears. They could still accept the death of the rat demons. However, the man-eating flower king had also been killed. This made them have no choice but to re-evaluate their situation. Perhaps they would be the next ones to perish. Following that, a shadow slowly said to the others, "Have you found out who did it? Logically speaking, those people from the Righteous Tao Alliance are all trapped on the side of the evil world." The others nodded in agreement. Until now, they still didn't know who was dealing with them. This was the most terrifying part. The skeletal figure looked at everyone's frightened expressions and slowly said, "It's not a problem to find out who's dealing with us. Everyone, speed up the collection of the Heavenly Tao origin." We still need someone to take over the Saint Spirit sky. As soon as the skeleton phantom finished speaking, everyone remained silent. No one wanted to fight for that job now. The skeleton phantom looked at everyone, feeling a little dissatisfied. With some displeasure on his face, he said to everyone, "Since no one is willing to take the lead, let's find that person first. Now, everyone, let's activate the search formation together." Everyone nodded in agreement. They were panicking when they did not find out who the enemy was. Then evil chi surged from everyone's bodies, and finally formed a huge array in the void between them. Whoosh! A beam of light flew out from the array and flowed out. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 723, Bat King, Go and Help. 1. Heavens Beyond in the Void. Xiao Changtian and Six-Eared Macaque were flying slowly in the air. At this moment, a light flashed in the air. Standing on the sword, the Six-Eared Macaque trembled. Looking at this light, his eyes were filled with vigilance. He could feel a strong evil aura from this light. At the same time, the long sword also emitted a bright light and destroyed the light with one strike. At the same time, Treasure Pill Heaven was also close at hand. Xiao Changtian looked at the approaching building and said to Six-Eared Macaque, "Little Six, this is Treasure Pill Heaven." This was the first time he had come to this place. It was said that this was a place that cultivators dreamed of. Any illness would be treated here. The demons here shouldn't be that rampant. After all, the demons he had seen were all mutated animals and plants. For a doctor, this was quite easy to manage. Six-Eared Macaque heard Xiao Changshan's words and said slowly, "Yes, Senior. Treasure Pill Sky is famous for its medicine refinement. However, the Pill Pavilion Master has already disappeared for some time. The situation in Treasure Pill Sky is slightly worse than other places." Hearing Six-Eared Macaque's words, Xiao Changtian was stunned. This Pill Pavilion should be some awesome immortal cultivator faction. In that case, this Baodan Heaven was still filled with demons? Little Six, what kind of demon is this Treasure Pill Heaven? As a doctor, Xiao Changtian also wanted to know what made those alchemists helpless. Six-Eared Macaque shook his head. "I'm sorry, Senior. I'm not very clear about the situation in Baodan Heaven." Xiao Changtian didn't say anything after hearing Six-Eared Macaque's words. It was impossible for Xiao Liuzi to know everything. When the time came, he would just go down and ask. With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian rode the long sword under his feet and entered the Treasure Pill Heaven with the Six-Eared Macaque. At the same time, in the dark alternate dimension, cough, 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 a violent cough slowly came from the mouth of the skeleton. "What's wrong, Chief?" When the other demon leaders saw the skeleton's appearance, they hurriedly said to him with concern. The probing spell formation was forcefully interrupted. As soon as the skeleton figure finished speaking, everyone in the alternate dimension sucked in a breath of cold air. This array had gathered everyone's strength, but it could still be broken by the other party. This made them feel a little terrified. However, the last location that the light locked onto was around Treasure Pill Heaven. In other words, that person 1's next target might be Bao Pill Heaven. After the skeleton figure finished speaking, the others slowly looked at a figure in the alternate dimension. That was because the heavenly Tao origin collected by Treasure Pill Heaven had landed on him. After a while of silence, the skeleton said to the others, "Bat King, go to Treasure Pill Heaven and help the shark." As soon as the skeletal figure finished speaking, a bat-shaped demon figure also clenched its fist at him. She flapped the wings on her back and slowly said to him, "Don't worry, Chief. Well, keep that person there forever." It seemed that the Bat King demon wasn't that afraid of Xiao Changtian. When the others saw the skeleton figure sending the Bat King out to help, they also felt that there was no problem. This was because the Bat King had the deepest foundation in the human realm upon heavens. The Bat King was already accumulating power in the Montenegro Forbidden Zone of the Li family. The energy absorption array unique to the Bat Demon race was also invincible against the human race. Remember, this person can break through our investigation. It's very likely that he's the heavenly Tao incarnation that Holy Master mentioned. If you can't beat him, you should focus on collecting the heavenly Tao origin. The skeletal figure voiced out his guess, and the two demon leaders nodded. "Leader, don't worry. I promise to complete the mission." At the same time in Treasure Pill Heaven, Xiao Changtian and Six-Eared Macaque slowly landed on the street. Xiao Changtian slowly opened the system interface in his mind, trying to find the location of the demon leader. However, the system's function disappointed Xiao Changtian once again. "System, can you help me detect the location of the demon leader?" He had already killed 2 demon leaders. No matter what, he should at least give some substantial rewards. Ding dong. Sorry host. The system doesn't have such a service. At this moment, the system's voice also slowly responded in Xiao Changshan's mind. Hearing the system's words, Xiao Changtian also wanted to beat him up. However, when he thought of his path to invincibility, he decided to endure it. Just as Xiao Changtian was about to give up, the system's voice continued to ring. Ding dong. If the host can kill 2 more demon leaders, the host can enter seclusion to cultivate ahead of time. What was that? Xiao Changtian heard the system's words and was stunned for a moment. After waiting so long, he could finally start cultivating. At this moment, Xiao Changtian was excited. 6-eared macaque saw Xiao Changtian laughing alone. Instead, she said to him tentatively, Senior, look at this place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here. The 6-eared macaque's words woke Xiao Changtian up from the system reward. As long as he killed 2 more demon leaders, he would be able to start his cultivation path. After hearing 6-eared macaque's words, Xiao Changtian began to carefully examine the streets around him. Just like what 6-eared macaque said, there was no one in Treasure Pill Sky. Xiao Liuzi, can you tell me where they are now? Senior, yes, but it will take some time. Then he'll have to trouble you. Xiao Changtian knew that Xiao Liuzi was really capable, so he said to him. After all, he was not in a hurry to find the demon leader. He still had to replenish some resources. After all, he had used up most of the things he had prepared in the Demon Spirit Sky and Saint Spirit Sky. As he was thinking about this, Xiao Changtian saw an inn called Breeze Pavilion. Xiao Liuzi, let's go inside and take a look. The main reason why he chose this inn was because he saw what he needed. There seemed to be all kinds of medicinal herbs in this inn. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, 6-eared macaque followed him into the cave. He needed a quiet place to do his calculations. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 724, Alchemist's Request, 1, Treasure Pill Heaven, Clear Wind Pavilion. After Xiao Changtian brought 6-eared macaque into the Clear Breeze Pavilion, he did a simple check. Just like the situation on the street, there was no one in the entire inn. At this time, Xiao Changtian also found a batch of herbs he needed. He didn't expect that there would be so many medicinal herbs in this inn. If these things were piled up, they could become a small medical center. Inside the inn, 6-eared macaque saw Xiao Changshan's expression and asked him, Senior, what are you doing? Hearing 6-eared macaque's words, Xiao Changtian didn't hesitate and told him his purpose. I found these things in the inn and prepared to refine some medicinal powder. When we encounter some strange demons, we might be able to use it. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, 6-eared macaque nodded. Xiao Changshan's voice was heard again. Little 6, I'll go and get busy. I'll leave the matter of finding the leader of the evil demons to you. As soon as he finished speaking, Xiao Changtian slowly walked upstairs. He randomly found a room in the inn and took out the furnace that the system had given him previously. According to the demon leaders he met in the Saint Spirit Sky and the Demon Spirit Sky, most of them were mutated animals and plants. With the little chemistry skills he had learned in his previous life, it should not be a problem for him to make some medicinal powder. With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian placed the herbs into the furnace in a certain order. Whoosh! Following that, the entire furnace began to shake. At the same time, outside the Clear Wind Pavilion, 6-eared macaque sat on the waiter's seat and used his vital essence. He was searching for the location of the demons in the human realm upon heavens. At this moment, 6-eared macaque sensed something. In Xiao Changshan's room there was a strong energy fluctuation. Senior, what kind of treasure is this? According to 6-eared macaque's estimations, this fluctuation was comparable to the appearance of some ancient tombs. Moreover, it had to be at least the ancient tomb of the creation immortal. Thinking about this, 6-eared macaque frowned. This was because he could sense that a few groups of people were gathering toward the Clear Wind Pavilion. There was no one on this street when they first arrived. Now that someone had come, the 6-eared macaque had to be cautious. Soon, 6-eared macaque walked toward the outer area of Cool Breeze Pavilion. Walking out of the door, 6-eared macaque saw a group of alchemists in alchemist uniforms slowly walking over from the south of the street. The leader was a white-haired old man. The old man slowly said, "This aura, could it be that the ancestor and the others have returned? Everyone, come with me to welcome the ancestor." The old man said this, but he soon arrived in front of the door of the Clear Breeze Pavilion. Seeing the 6-eared macaque guarding the entrance, they stopped in their tracks. After checking it carefully, he said to the six-eared macaque, "This is a member of the six-eared macaque clan?" The white-haired old man said in shock. The six-eared macaque's ability was no secret in the human realm upon heavens. They respected their clan very much. Then six-eared macaque said to the old man, "You are the pill masters of Treasure Pill Sky, right? What are you doing here? When we came there was no one." Six-eared macaque raised his voice. It was obvious that he was telling the old man and the others not to jump out when they sensed the senior's aura. The white-haired old man smiled at six-eared macaque. "Friend six-eared macaque, we only dared to come here because we sensed the powerful aura in the Clear Breeze Pavilion. As you know, the demons have been running amok recently. We were forced to hide. Who is that pill-concocting senior inside?" The six-eared macaque waved at the white-haired elder. "You have no right to ask who that person inside is. You should continue hiding." When they were in the sky of evil spirits, six-eared macaque felt that Xiao Changtian wanted to hide his identity. Everything was very low-key. Xiao Changtian didn't say anything. How would he dare to reveal Xiao Changshan's information to others? However, six-eared macaque's words put the old man and the others in a difficult position. They had originally come here following the aura of this creation immortal. This was because they were all members of the Pill Pavilion and knew of the existence of the Righteous Path Alliance. When the aura of the creation immortal appeared, they thought that the ancestor had returned. He did not expect it to be another mysterious expert. However, when he thought of the Pill Pavilion's current situation, the white-haired old man still said to him, "Six-eared macaque, we just want to see the one inside. The Pill Pavilion is now in the hands of the evil demons. If we don't take it back, who knows how many more casualties our human race will suffer." The white-haired old man knew that using force would not work, so he decided to use soft tactics. Hearing the old man's words, six-eared macaque said to them again, "I know. You guys should choose to hide. When that lord comes out, I will tell him your intentions." The white-haired old man was also very anxious when he heard six-eared macaque's words. "No, there are still some alchemists trapped in the Pill Pavilion. We still hope that person can immediately take action and save us. If it was in the past, why would alchemists like them need to request others? It was always the other cultivators who came to beg them for medicinal pills. It was just that in this era where demons were rampant, everyone's priority was to ensure their own lives. Their alchemists had become pushovers in the eyes of the demons because of their weak strength. In just a few days, their entire treasure pill heaven had been defeated. After hearing the old man's words, nine six-eared macaque also slowly said to them, "Tell me, where is that demon leader now?" At the same time, in the sky above a small pavilion in treasure pill heaven, streaks of blood-colored light slowly sounded, and then the Bat King's figure slowly appeared in Baodan heaven. In front of him, a blue-robed man revealed his sharp teeth when he saw him. He slowly said to him, "Bat King, you're really slow. Are you afraid? If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible." Chapter 725. Senior escaped? _L Treasure Pill Heaven. The pavilion was in the sky. After the Bat King heard the shark's words, it snorted coldly. "You really don't know life and death. In Baodan heaven, there's the aura of a creation immortal." As soon as he finished speaking, the Bat King also looked in the direction of the Clear Wind Pavilion. Hearing this, the shark demon leader frowned as he looked in the direction of the Clear Wind Pavilion. The evil aura on his body spread out, and then his heart shook. Just as the Bat King had said, Baodan heaven had the aura of a creation immortal. Could it be that person? At this moment, the shark demon leader said to the Bat King with some uncertainty, "I don't know. Anyway, you'll just go over and take a look. Get your people to cooperate with me. Also, I need to speed up the pace of the heavenly Tao essence." As soon as he finished speaking, the Bat King ignored the shark demon leader. With a flash of his figure, he directly attacked in the direction of the Clear Wind Pavilion. At the same time, in front of Qingfeng Pavilion, six-eared macaque frowned when he heard the old man's words. "You're saying that the evil demons are all gathered on the Pill Pavilion's Medicine Island?" "Yes, and we can feel that the spiritual energy in Treasure Pill Sky is slowly dissipating. Clearly, those demons are doing something unknown. Senior six-eared macaque, see if you can get that person to act quickly." As alchemists, they had a stronger spiritual sense than others. Thus, it was not difficult to discover the abnormality of this treasure pill heaven. Moreover, according to their estimates, if this continued, Baodan heaven would probably become a lower realm in the future. Therefore, they were eager to let Xiao Changtian take action. Six-eared macaque hesitated when he saw how insistent the old man was. All right then. Since I know the location of the demon leader, I'll go and inform Senior. Just wait here. Don't mess around. The six-eared macaque saw the old man and the others nod at him respectfully. Before six-eared macaque could enter the clear wind pavilion, everyone present felt a monstrous evil aura descend. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. In midair, a demon bat slowly appeared, and at the same time, a series of ear-piercing sounds came out of its mouth. Oh no, those demons are coming. At this time an alchemist also said in fear. The scene of the demons slaughtering their sect was still vivid in their minds. The old man in the lead said even more fearfully, no, this is different from the previous demons. It seems to be an even more powerful bat demon. According to the ancestor, aren't they sealed in the Montenegro forbidden region? Why are you here now? Seeing the appearance of a new species of demon, the old man panicked. Master Six-eared Macaque, please invite the senior out. Otherwise, none of us will be able to leave today. Realizing the severity of the situation, Six-eared Macaque did not hesitate. He turned around and walked into the clear wind pavilion. After the Bat King arrived with its bat demon, it looked at the figures on the street. He said coldly, "Clear the area." As soon as the Bat King finished speaking, the bats beside him did not hesitate at all. They charged towards the alchemists below. Everyone hold on. When the old man saw the bat demon approaching, he shouted at the others. Everyone used the spirit skills they were good at and fought with the bat demon. At this moment, in the guest room of the Clear Breeze Pavilion, Xiao Changtian was looking at the furnace in front of him. He slowly poured the liquid out of the furnace. Bang! A small explosion sounded from the porcelain bowl. Xiao Changtian was still a little scared. Sigh, it was all his fault for not learning chemistry well in his previous life. Damn it, these two things mixed together and there was even a small explosion. Fortunately, it was a small-scale explosion. Otherwise, it would be difficult for him to deal with it. As he thought about this, there was a knock on the door. He opened the door and saw Six-eared Macaque. Xiao Changtian smiled and said, "Little Six, you found the demon leader, right? We can go now." Six-eared Macaque nodded at Xiao Changtian. As expected of a senior. He really had the situation outside in his hands. At this moment, Six-eared Macaque nodded at Xiao Changtian. "Yes, senior. The demon is outside." Then Xiao Changtian followed Six-eared Macaque out of the hall. At this moment, on the street of the Cool Breeze Pavilion. After the Bat King felt the explosion coming from the room, it also stared inside. The explosion just now could not be unleashed without the strength of the creation immortal. That person was using a spirit skill inside, but he didn't come out. What did that mean? When the old man below felt the fluctuations in the room, he was delighted. Everyone hold on. Senior is about to come out. Hearing the old man's words, the other alchemists also seemed to have hope of survival. The true essence in his body surged, and he fought with the bat demon as if he had been injected with chicken blood. What a waste of time. When the Bat King saw the reaction of the alchemist below, a powerful aura erupted from his body. What is it? It's actually a demon leader? Although the old man knew that the Bat King was not ordinary, he did not expect that he was actually a demon leader. In that case, there were two demon leaders in Treasure Pill Heaven? Thinking of this, the alchemist's spirits dropped a lot again. After all, even if they had the help of the senior inside, they only had a creation immortal. The two demon leaders on the other side were equivalent to two creation immortals. They would still be suppressed. Ah! At this moment, an alchemist's miserable cry slowly sounded. Under the Bat King's attack, the alchemists had almost no strength to fight back. All of them fell under his attack. At this moment, the old man and the others also looked towards the door of the Clear Wind Pavilion. Two figures slowly walked out of the main entrance. Seeing them, the old man and the others were filled with joy. They had waited for so long and finally that senior had come out. The appearance of Xiao Changtian and Six-eared Macaque also attracted the Bat King's attention. For a moment, they became the focus of the entire venue. However, he still had to wait for Xiao Changtian to attack the Bat King and the others. An alchemist glanced at Xiao Changtian and couldn't help but say, "Wow, senior escaped?" If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 726. Ignorance 1. Treasure Pill Heaven in front of the Clear Wind Pavilion. An alchemist pointed at Xiao Changtian and said to the others, "Senior escaped?" These words rang out in everyone's ears. The old man and the others were a little puzzled at first. After seeing Xiao Changshan's figure, he understood everything. In their eyes, Xiao Changtian didn't have any aura at all. He wasn't even at the first chi layer. Immortal. Could it be that Senior knows that there are 2 demon leaders in Treasure Pill Heaven? He knew that he couldn't deal with them with his strength, so he fled in advance? With this thought in mind, the others began to guess Xiao Changshan's motive. We're really blind. We actually came out to find trouble ourselves. We really paid wrongly. If we continue to hide in the sewers, we might be able to survive for a few more days. As expected, the stronger they are, the more those people cherish their lives. With this thought in mind, the group of alchemists began to criticize Xiao Changtian. After Xiao Changtian heard their words, he was also a little dumbfounded. The surroundings were chattering and he could not hear what they were saying clearly. He could only vaguely hear something escaping. Xiao Changtian looked at the bat in the air and said to Six-Eared Macaque, "Little Six, these are demons, right?" When he had just come out of the Cool Breeze Pavilion, the system had also reminded him in his mind that it had detected a demon leader. It must be these bats. Six-Eared Macaque nodded at Xiao Changtian. That's right, Senior. The one in the middle is the demon leader, the Bat King. Xiao Changtian looked at the Bat King in the middle. The Bat King and Xiao Changtian looked at each other. They didn't know why, but they felt uncomfortable. When those humans encountered them previously, their eyes were filled with unconcealable fear. However, the person in front of him was different. His eyes were a little too calm. Then the Bat King saw Xiao Changtian walk up to the pharmacist and the others. The old man looked at Xiao Changtian and said slowly, "Young man, your life is really bitter. You were captured to be a substitute. But don't be too sad. This is the way of the world. Enjoy your last moments." Hearing the old man's words, Xiao Changshan's face couldn't help but turn black. What nonsense was this old man spouting? What substitute? Enjoying his last moments? Why did it sound like he was about to die? With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian said to the old man with a straight face, "Old man, are you acting up again? How can you say that you're dead? Isn't it just a bat?" When the old man heard Xiao Changshan's words, his heart was filled with anger. However, when he thought that everyone did not have much time left, he slowly said, "Forget it, those who don't know are fearless, those who don't know are fearless." The person in front of him was just a substitute ghost mortal. How could a mortal know the power of the creation immortal? After Xiao Changtian heard the old man's words, more and more black lines appeared on his face. Then he said to the old man, "Old man, you should find a place to sit and don't run around." This old man was obviously old and had some problems with his brain. She couldn't let him run around. Then Xiao Changtian turned around to deal with the Bat King and the others. After all, they were the real purpose of his operation this time. Seeing Xiao Changshan's actions, the old man sighed in his heart. Forget it, there's not much difference between dying early and late. Let him go first. When the Bat King saw Xiao Changtian walking towards him, he was also on guard. This person had never put him in his eyes ever since he appeared. Was he playing psychological warfare with her? Then the Bat King saw Xiao Changtian take out a jade bottle from his interspatial ring. This was the concentrated sulfuric acid that he had just carefully prepared. When Xiao Changtian saw these bats, he felt that they looked familiar. Weren't they similar to the bat demon beasts he saw in Little East Cave? At that time, his own concentrated sulfuric acid could kill a demon beast. Right now, they were just a bunch of ordinary little bats. He still could not deal with them. The moment the Bat King saw Xiao Changtian take out the concentrated sulfuric acid, the crisis in his heart reached its peak. Form the formation. Without any hesitation, the Bat King immediately let the entire bat demon surround him. Then the bat demon slowly transferred its power to the Bat King. Whoosh! Xiao Changtian used his water gun to attack the Bat King in the air. "Yo, you even came up with a formation," Xiao Changtian said with a smile on his face. In the air, the bat devils gathered into the shape of a shield. It seemed that he wanted to use this opportunity to block Xiao Changshan's attack. Whoosh! The concentrated sulfuric acid was shot onto the bat demon's body as promised. Then, under the shocked gazes of the old man and the others, the bat demons fell from the sky one after another. Whoosh! 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 Seeing the appearance of the bat demons on the ground, the old man's mouth was wide open. It was as if he had seen something unbelievable. The Bat King did not react either. He only felt an extremely powerful bone-corroding pain stimulating his nerves. Then his entire body melted on the spot. With the enhancement of his array, he had reached the peak of the creation immortal realm. How could he be killed in one strike? The Bat King's figure slowly landed on the ground with confusion in his heart. At this moment, the system's voice slowly rose in Xiao Changshan's mind. Ding dong. The host has killed the evil demon leader. The number of demon leaders killed is 3. Seeing that the number of demon leaders on the system panel was close to half, Xiao Changtian couldn't hide his joy. Then Xiao Changtian turned to the alchemists and said, "Look, it's just some small bats. Don't be so surprised. Alright, do you know where the people in this town have gone?" As Xiao Changshan's voice fell, the faces of the alchemists turned red. They were just saying that Xiao Changtian was a scapegoat, a mortal. They didn't expect the clown to be them. Standing in front of them, he was definitely a peerless expert with a profound cultivation. Thinking of this, the old man respectfully said to Xiao Changtian, "Senior, everyone is hiding in the ditch. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible." Chapter 727. System Reward 1 Treasure Pill Heaven, in front of the Clear Wind Pavilion. After Xiao Changtian heard the old man's words, he slowly said to him, "Old man, why don't we gather everyone and help them hide in the divine realm for a while?" Seeing a group of old men hiding in the ditch, Xiao Changtian felt a little emotional. Now, demons were everywhere, but fortunately, there were no traces of demons in the divine realm. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the old man asked him doubtfully, "Divine world?" "Yes, there are no demons there, and there are many amiable and powerful cultivators. I can definitely guarantee your safety." At this moment, Xiao Changtian slowly explained to the old man. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the old man's eyes turned moist. "Senior, can we really go over?" Ever since the demons rampaged through Treasure Pill Heaven, this group of alchemists had been looking forward to the appearance of the Righteous Path Alliance. However, they didn't come. They didn't expect Xiao Changtian to come. "So what? Gather everyone and he'll take you there," Xiao Changtian said to him slowly as he saw how difficult it was for these people. The old man wiped the tears from the corner of his eyes after Xiao Changshan's confirmation. Then he said to Xiao Changtian, "Senior, most of the others are trapped on the island. I still need you to save them." Medicine Island, as the name implied, was the place where alchemists planted medicinal herbs. There was the most powerful defensive array formation in Treasure Pill Heaven. Most of the alchemists were also hiding on the medicinal island. In the end, they were trapped there and had no way to come out. Xiao Changtian heard the old man's words and said, "Medicinal island? Then let's go over and take a look. Tell me about the situation on the island while you're at it." Xiao Changtian slowly walked towards the medicine island under the lead of the old man after his words sounded. Through the old man, Xiao Changtian knew that there were many shark demons around the island. Hearing this news, Xiao Changtian was also very excited. When the system was in Baodan Heaven, it had detected that there were 2 demon leaders in Baodan Heaven. After killing one, Xiao Changtian was still thinking about how to get information about the other demon leader. He didn't expect it to come so quickly. Soon, under the old man's lead, Xiao Changtian arrived in front of an island. The island's situation was somewhat similar to the island in the 100,000 Mountains. It was surrounded by water on all sides. At this moment, a roar sounded in the ears of Xiao Changtian and the others. Roar! A huge shark demon jumped up from the lake and was about to attack Xiao Changtian. "Senior, be careful." 6-eared macaque stood beside Xiao Changtian and reminded him when he saw the shark demon. Whoosh! Xiao Changtian pulled out his sword from his waist and stabbed at the shark demon. The long sword slashed across the shark demon's body, and the shark demon fell into the lake. A bright red blood stain appeared on the surface of the water. Seeing this, everyone present heaved a sigh of relief. Xiao Changtian said to the others, "Everyone, we have to build a ship. Otherwise it won't be easy for us to go to the island." Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, everyone nodded at him. Following that, a small raft slowly appeared from Xiao Changshan's creation. 111 Go over and take a look first. You guys just wait here. Due to the limited materials used to make the raft, it could not accommodate many people. Therefore, Xiao Changtian also planned to go over alone to take a look first, and then make other plans. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, everyone nodded at him. Then Xiao Changtian drove the small raft alone and slowly walked towards the medicine island. At the same time in the lake, a group of shark demons were staring at Xiao Changshan's raft. Where did this human come from? He actually dares to parade above us. Let me eat him. However, the long swords in these people are not easy to deal with. This group of shark demons had yet to make a move because of the long sword at Xiao Changshan's waist. Just now, Xiao Changtian had killed a shark demon with a single strike, which had given them quite a shock. At this time, the shark demon with a relatively large body slowly came between them. "Go back. The heavenly Tao origin has been collected. Send him over. Leave this human to me. The one who spoke was the shark demon leader. Just now he could no longer sense the Bat King's aura. Needless to say, he knew very well that he must have been killed by that person. And now Xiao Changtian was here to stop them from getting the heavenly Tao origin. At this time he could only rely on himself. He did not tell the other shark demons just now to avoid unnecessary panic. With this thought in mind, the shark demon leader attacked Xiao Changtian. At this moment, in the bamboo basket behind Xiao Changtian, the black tortoise slowly crawled out and looked at the shark leader that was about to attack Xiao Changtian. Little shark, what do you want to do? Black tortoise's voice slowly sounded in the shark demon leader's mind. Then the shark demon leader felt the surrounding lake water rejecting it. They even attacked him. Divine beast black tortoise? At this moment the shark demon leader said in shock. However, he ignored his words. The shark demon leader quickly turned into a corpse. No, just you wait. The evil race won't let you off. The shark demon leader shouted at Black Tortoise. Xiao Changtian, who was standing on the raft, also felt that it was a little strange. His gaze was fixed on the lake below. After seeing that there was no change in the lake, they continued to move forward. At this moment, the system's voice slowly sounded in Xiao Changshan's mind. Ding dong. The host has killed the fourth demon leader. Now, in giving out the reward to the host, please check it carefully. Hearing the system's voice, Xiao Changtian was a little confused. How did he kill another demon leader? Could it be that shark? However, the system's delay was a little too big. Of course, this was not the most important thing. The most important thing was that the system had just said something. The reward had already been given to him. In that case, he could cultivate? Thinking of this, Xiao Changtian was also excited. It was also at this moment that in the depths of the lake, Bao Danshan's origin energy continuously surged into a spatial wormhole. In the end, the wormhole slowly closed. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 728, Skeleton's Plan 1, One Treasure Pill Heaven by the Lake. After Xiao Changtian went to the island, he had a simple conversation with the alchemists on the island. Then he brought them out of the medicine island. At this moment, a group of alchemists had already gathered by the lake. At this moment, Xiao Changtian said to the crowd, "There are many evil demons in Treasure Pill Heaven now. Why don't we all move to the divine realm and hide for a while?" After Xiao Changtian finished his words, everyone nodded at him without exception. It was as if he had been waiting for this day for a long time. Xiao Changtian could understand their reaction. After all, when Xiao Changtian saw them on the herb island, he was also slightly shocked. The people on the island were mostly old men. When those old men saw them, they would run away immediately. However, with their figures they fell after running a few steps. They were either as thin as a stick, and their bodies looked like they were about to fall apart, or they were dressed in strange, smelly clothes. Of course, the most exaggerated ones were some old men who really hid in the stinking sewers. When he found them, they were still playing with mud. Thinking of this, Xiao Changtian said to them, "After we return, everyone should also wash up. Your current state will attract unnecessary attention in the divine realm. With their current state, they would definitely be treated as beggars in the divine world. If he suddenly brought so many beggars to the divine world, it would be strange if he did not attract attention. Just one more point and he would be able to activate the path of invincibility." Xiao Changtian didn't want to cause any trouble at this time. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the group of alchemists slowly said to him, "We understand, Senior. In fact, this was not entirely their fault. Those shark demons would catch them every now and then to eat as food. As alchemists, although their strength was not much, their spiritual sense was much stronger than others. This also caused the shark demons to become angrier as they ate. Later on, some alchemists had no choice but to come up with a series of bone-shrinking pills. Under the effects of the pill, they became as thin as a stick. Those shark demons would not have such a great appetite when they saw them. The smelly clothes and the smelly drain were even more so. The smell of those things was what those shark demons hated the most. At this moment, Six-Eared Macaque said to Xiao Changtian, "Senior, there's still a demon leader in the lake. Look." After a series of deductions, the Six-Eared Macaque discovered that the shark demon leader was in the lake. However, before he could finish, he was interrupted by Xiao Changtian. "I know. I killed that shark with a single strike. We can just go back." Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Six-Eared Macaque was stunned. He felt that he was already the fastest. He didn't expect that when he came out, the shark had already been killed by Xiao Changtian. The alchemists at the side were even more shocked. They knew better than anyone about the shark demon leader. That big shark was extremely cruel. Relying on its strength as a creation immortal, it ate the most of their alchemists. He didn't expect to be killed by Senior. No wonder they came out so smoothly. They didn't expect Senior to make such clear arrangements for them. With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian led the group of alchemists towards the divine realm. Heavens beyond, in a dark alternate dimension. In the alternate dimension, the skeleton figure stood in the center of the space. In front of him, there was a glowing array. The heavenly Tao origin of treasure pill heaven can be considered to have been gathered. The skeleton slowly said as he stared at the array. However, at the corner of the array, the light had not yet lit up. We're just short of the heavenly Tao origin of the Saint Spirit sky. Even the Bat King and Shark are dead. That person is truly troublesome. At this moment, the other demon looked at the skeleton figure and said slowly to him. Now, there were only 3 demon leaders in the entire alternate dimension. Skeleton was the commander of all the demons. Their bodies were also a little strange. They were not in the form of animals or plants. On the contrary, they were no different from humans. Elder Yin Yang, it's fine. I have my own way of getting the heavenly Tao origin of the Saint Spirit sky. The evolution of the evil world will never stop. Hearing the Yin demon leader's words, the skeleton looked at the missing corner of the array and said slowly. These 2 demons were a pair of Yin and Yang brothers. One was a Yin demon while the other was a Yang demon. After hearing Skeleton's words, the Yang demon said to him, Chief, what should we do next? With the heavenly Tao essence, evil techniques will definitely evolve. After the evil world evolves, the so-called righteous alliance cultivators of the human race will all die inside. The skeletal figure covered his chin with his hand and said to the others, Yin Yang demons, the 2 of you guard the exit of the barrier. Don't let those humans open the barrier. As for me, it's time for me to meet that so-called heavenly Tao incarnation. It's time to take back the Saint Spirit sky's origin. As he said that, the skeleton stared at the Yin Yang demon. After the Yin Yang demon heard the skeleton's words, it also cupped its fist in the direction of the body. Then, the 2 demon leaders turned into 2 streams of light and disappeared into the alternate dimension. After the Yin Yang demon left the alternate dimension, the skeleton took a step forward. His figure disappeared from this alternate dimension. At the same time, in the divine world, in the 100,000 mountains, Xiao Changtian led a group of alchemists to the island. At this time, Xiao Changtian also said to the great sun immortal slowly, Jiu he'll have to trouble you to settle them down. Seeing Xiao Changtian return, Nine Phoenix was also very happy. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, he immediately nodded at him. Yes, master. This is my maid. Everyone follow her to settle down. At this moment, Xiao Changtian was introducing Mu Jiahuang to the others. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, everyone nodded at him. After arriving at the island, they felt that Xiao Changtian was even more unfathomable. Without the Righteous Path Alliance, the entire Beyond Avalon was invaded by demons. As for the divine world as a small external world, it could actually survive. They were shocked and admired Xiao Changshan's methods. The 6-eared macaque's feelings were even stronger because he felt great luck here. At this moment, the great sun immortal also rushed over from the side. Senior, this is bad. Something has happened to Miss Yurong. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 729, Wu Yurong's condition deteriorates. 1. 7 Divine Realm, 100,000 Mountains. Xiao Changtian gave Mu Jiahuang some instructions on the island. Hearing the anxious words of the great sun immortal, he also hurriedly walked over. Taoist Big Sun, tell me what happened slowly. There were beads of sweat on the forehead of the immortal De Yang. When he saw Xiao Changtian, he pointed at Gui Yurong's room. Senior, it's not good. Miss Yurong's condition has been worsening these few days. I haven't found out the reason. Hearing the words of the great sun immortal, Xiao Changtian frowned and said to the great sun immortal, Taoist Big Sun, let's go and take a look. Soon Xiao Changtian and the great sun immortal arrived at Gui Yurong's room. At this moment, Gui Yurong was lying on her back on the bed. Xiao Changtian slowly walked over. He placed a hand on her forehead, and her expression became solemn. According to his estimation, after he gave her that medicinal soup previously, Miss Yurong should be able to recover after resting for a while. But now it seemed that the situation was getting more and more serious. Miss Yurong's condition did not improve at all. On the contrary, it was vaguely worse than before. If this continued, Xiao Changtian felt that Gui Yurong might still be in a deep sleep. Perfected great son, did anything happen during the time I was away? Xiao Changshan's face was solemn as he asked the great sun immortal. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the great sun immortal pondered for a while. No, senior, Miss Yurong should have taken the medicine according to your instructions when you left. As he said that, the great sun immortal shook his head at Xiao Changtian. Nothing special happened, but his condition worsened. At this moment, Xiao Changtian was at his wits' end. Xiao Changtian had a very good impression of Gui Yurong during the days he spent with her. Miss Gui did not get along with him because he was a cultivator. On the contrary, Miss Gui and the immortal De Yang were both approachable and good cultivators. Moreover, he had inherited the system's medical skills. He had not cured Miss Gui. How could he be worthy of the medical skills of a master? At this moment, Di Tian also walked in from outside. He was originally reading in the sutra depository. He immediately rushed over, and when he saw Xiao Changtian return, his face was solemn. Di Tian also had a puzzled look on his face as he stared at Taoist Dayang. As for Taoist Big Sun, he understood Di Tian's intentions and transmitted the situation here to him. After knowing the ins and outs of the matter, Di Tian also walked towards Xiao Changtian. Senior, in my opinion, could this girl have been used by her enemy with some kind of Gu technique? Actually, he's not sick. At this moment, Di Tian also voiced out his thoughts. Xiao Changtian had helped him a lot in the Divine Realm and the Tianyuan continent. Hence, Di Tian also hoped that he could help Xiao Changtian. Xiao Changshan's eyes also brightened when he heard Di Tian's words. What he had been thinking about just now was the illness of mortals, but Miss Gui's enemies were immortal cultivators. Although they had been killed, it was inevitable that some forces would still want to take revenge. When he came to the cultivation world, he had heard that some immortal cultivators could use voodoo to control people. With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian said to the great sun immortal, "Perfected De Yang, can you help Miss Gui investigate and see if there is such a possibility?" Among the people present, the strongest one was Taoist Big Sunday. He had just received the system's reward, and his cultivation was not even at the beginner level. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the great sun immortal also hurried over to investigate. After spending so much time with Xiao Changtian, he was no longer surprised by Xiao Changshan's requests. His telegnosis ability roamed Gui Yurong's body for a while. Then the great Sun Jinren stood up and said to Xiao Changtian slowly, "Senior, this is indeed possible. According to my investigation, the vitality in Miss Gui's body is indeed slowly flowing away." Xiao Changtian slammed the table beside him as soon as the great sun immortal finished speaking. These people really won't give up until they die. Gui Yurong was on her own island, yet those cultivators were still so arrogant. Taoist Big Sun, is there any way to find out who is behind this? Although Xiao Changtian was angry, Miss Gui's illness still had to be treated. To cure Miss Gui's illness, he still had to find the person who was secretly causing trouble. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the great sun immortal shook his head. "I'm sorry, senior. My cultivation is limited, so I can't find out yet." Xiao Changtian was surprised to hear what the great sun immortal said. Even the great sun immortal could not do anything about it. It seemed that Miss Gui's enemy was a tough nut to crack. As he thought about this, Xiao Changtian said to the system in his mind, "System, if I start cultivating, can I find the mastermind?" Although he didn't have much hope, Xiao Changtian still asked the system in his mind. Ding dong. "Host, if you start cultivating, you can defeat the person behind the scenes." Hearing the system's words, Xiao Changtian was delighted. The system didn't say if we can find the person behind the scenes. However, he told himself that as long as he started cultivating, the mastermind would not be able to defeat him. Just now, he was worried about the immortal cultivators that even the great sun immortal found difficult to deal with. Whether he could deal with it or not, it seemed that his hack in the cultivation world was slowly starting. He was finally going to become a cheater. With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian took a deep breath and said to the great sun immortal, "Taoist Big Sun, although it's a little troublesome, I still have to trouble you to try your best to find the person behind the scenes. With Miss Gui's relationship with us, we can't let her die." Seeing Xiao Changtian talking to him in a serious manner, the great sun immortal nodded at him. Ever since he had known Xiao Changtian for so long, he rarely saw Xiao Changtian like this. It seems that Miss Gui has a very high position in Senior's heart. "Senior, don't worry, you'll definitely find the mastermind. Perfected De Yang, he'll help you look for it too." At this moment, Di Tian slowly spoke to Taoist Dayang. Hearing Di Tian's words, Xiao Changtian also smiled at him. Di Tian, many thanks. Senior, it's what I should do. Di Tian stared at Xiao Changtian as he spoke. At the same time, a skeleton slowly walked out from outside the divine world. A pair of empty eyes stared at the divine world as he muttered, "At this time, your heavenly Tao incarnation should be almost exhausted, right? If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible." Chapter 730, Skeleton's Purpose, 1. Divine Realm outside the 100,000 Mountains. Taoist Dayang and Di Tian left Xiao Changshan's room. Taoist Big Son, what do you think about Miss Gua? Di Tian took the lead to speak to Taoist Dayang. I think it has something to do with the recent rampage of demons. Logically speaking, the hatred between the immortal cultivators shouldn't be that important now that the demons are running amok. When Taoist Dayang thought of the appearance of Wuxia's head, he also told Di Tian his analysis. Di Tian nodded in agreement when he heard Taoist Dayang's words. Xiao Changtian left the human realm upon heavens because of the evil demon rampage, and Miss Gua's condition worsened after that. This could not help but make one's imagination run wild. At this moment, Taoist Dayang and Di Tian frowned as they turned their gazes towards the 100,000 mountains. Outside the 100,000 mountains, they felt a wave of evil energy. Could it be that the demons were here? The two of them looked at each other and flew out of the 100,000 mountains. When they arrived at the outer perimeter of the 100,000 mountains, Di Tian and Taoist Dayang saw an illusory figure floating in the air. It was the skeleton demon who had just arrived in the divine realm. Who are you? The great sun immortal shouted at the skeleton demon. At the same time, the Nanming primordial fire painting appeared in his hand. Di Tian, who was at the side, looked at the skeleton demon with a grave expression. He was prepared to break the stone and attack together with Taoist Big Sunday. This world really has great luck. It's no wonder that the heavenly Taoist incarnation is willing to live here. The skeleton demon did not directly answer the question of the great sun immortal. It looked around at the surrounding mountains and muttered to itself, "The drawing in your hand is not bad." Then, when he saw the Nanming Ignis painting in the hands of the great sun immortal, he said slowly to him. As soon as the skeleton demon finished speaking, the great sun immortal was about to open the Nanming Ignis painting. "I'm not here to fight with you. You should have realized by now that your heavenly Tao embodiment is about to die, right?" When the skeleton demon saw what Big Sun was doing, it waved at him. Upon hearing the skeleton demon's words, Taoist Dayang and Di Tian's bodies trembled. After that, Di Tian stared at the skeleton demon in rage. He pointed at him and spoke, "Miss Gua's illness, was it you who caused it?" Seeing Di Tian's furious expression, the skeleton demon only smiled at him, silently acknowledging him. Whoosh. When Taoist Master Dayang saw the skeleton demon's silent agreement, he also opened the Nanming Ignis painting to him. Whoosh. A scorching flame transformed into a long fire dragon that attacked the skeleton demon. Boom. The skeleton demon raised its palm, and the gravel on the ground kept flying, forming a barrier in front of it, blocking the flame attack. Seeing that the flames of the Nanming Ignis diagram had been blocked, the Grand Sun Immortal's pupils constricted. Ever since he had obtained the Nanming Ignis diagram, this was the first time the Great Sun Immortal had seen someone who could withstand his flames. Seeing that Di Tian was about to join the battle, the skeleton demon spoke again. "I've already said that I'm not here to fight with you. I only have one purpose for coming here this time, and that is to tell your heavenly Tao incarnations to use the heavenly Tao origin of the Saint Spirit Sky to make the antidote. He's already planted the voodoo of our evil world's heavenly Tao. Without an antidote he can't be cured. It's worth it to exchange the essence of a heaven realm for your life." Upon hearing the skeleton demon's words, the great sun immortal was furious. If the skeleton demon didn't say it clearly just now he was blatantly provoking them. "They'll just capture you. When the time comes, we'll see if you give me the antidote." The great sun immortal looked at the skeleton demon and was about to attack him again. "Elder Dayang, wait." At this moment, Di Tian walked to the side of Taoist Big Sun and called out to him. "We can't drag this out with him. We should go and ask Senior. If this drags on, Miss Gua's condition might not be good." After hearing Di Tian's words, Taoist Great Sun also spoke to the skeleton demon. "Just you wait. You won't have a good ending if you behave atrociously in front of Senior." As the sound of his voice faded, Taoist Dayang and Di Tian also flew towards the island. The skeletal figure looked at the two people leaving and did not follow them in. He was confident that those people would definitely trade with him. Moreover, he would not enter the 100,000 mountains. He would not be able to detect the situation inside. Moreover, he had only sent a clone of himself. It was useless to enter. After returning to the island, the Great Sun Immortal quickly found Xiao Changtian and told him about the skeleton demon's request. Perfected De Yang, are you saying that Miss Guo's enemy wants the origin of the sacred spirit sky? Xiao Changtian said slowly after hearing the words of the Great Sun Immortal. Yes. Senior, that demon is really too despicable. Why don't you let me go out and fight him? They'll capture him and force him to give me the antidote. Seeing that the Great Sun Immortal was about to go out and fight with him, Xiao Changtian also pulled him back. If it was really that easy to catch him, the Immortal of Big Sun would not have returned like this. Moreover, the system had also told him that as long as he went into seclusion to cultivate, he could defeat him. Therefore, there was no need for Miss Guo to risk her life at this time. He would cure her first and take it back later. After making up his mind, Xiao Changtian said to the Great Sun Immortal, Perfected De Yang, do you know what the origin of the Saint Soul Sky is? Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the Great Sun Immortal shook his head. Di Tian, who was at the side, stared at the interspatial ring on Xiao Changshan's finger as he slowly spoke. Senior, the source of the sacred spirit sky is in your hands. My place. Upon hearing Di Tian's words, Xiao Changtian also started. With Di Tian's help, he found the jade bottle that the spiritual race Grand Elder had given him previously. This is it. Xiao Changtian stared at the jade bottle in his hand as he spoke to Di Tian. Yes. Sensing the aura from above, Di Tian nodded to Xiao Changtian. When he was on the Tianyuan continent, he had read all sorts of books, so he had quite a good understanding of these things. However, Senior, are we really going to trade with that demon? Upon hearing Di Tian's words, Taoist De Yang also cast a questioning gaze towards Xiao Changtian. With Senior's strength, how could he indulge that demon? After Xiao Changtian heard Di Tian's words, he also smiled at them. I might as well tell you that I'm about to start cultivating. This thing is only temporarily with him. In the future, I'll get it back from him sooner or later. As he spoke up to this point, Xiao Changtian also slowly spoke to Di Tian. Di Tian, he'll have to trouble you to exchange this with him. As for Di Tian and Taoist De Yang, after they heard Xiao Changshan's words, joy filled their hearts. Xiao Changshan's words gave them too much information. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 731. Xiao Changtian is going into closed-door meditation? _ 100,000 mountains the island above. After Taoist De Yang and Di Tian heard Xiao Changshan's words, their eyes were filled with burning light as they stared at him. Senior said that he was going to start cultivating. Could it be that Senior's worldly cultivation was about to end? His cultivation had improved and he was about to enter the world? When they thought of this, Taoist De Yang and Di Tian finally understood why Xiao Changtian did this. Senior is retreating in order to advance. Senior, I'll go and do it now. At this moment, Di Tian also nodded to Xiao Changtian. After that, he walked out of the 100,000 mountains. When the skeleton demon saw Di Tian's figure, it also smiled at him. How is it? Did you bring the thing? Staring at Di Tian, the skeleton demon had an expression as though it had already reached a deal. After hearing the skeleton demon's words, Di Tian didn't waste any time. He directly said to him, You pay me, I'll give you the goods. Whoosh. The skeleton demon didn't have any tricks up its sleeves and directly gave a black pill to Di Tian. He also knew that obtaining the Saint Soul Heaven's origin was his top priority. At this time, if any accidents happened, it would be a little more disadvantageous. With this thought in his heart, the skeleton demon also made a deal with Di Tian. Then, the two of them left the 100,000 mountains at the same time. Whoosh. Very quickly, Di Tian returned to the island. When he saw Xiao Changtian, he also passed the pills given by the skeleton demon to him. Senior, this is the antidote given by that person. Please take a look. Xiao Changtian took the pill from Di Tian and started observing it. After recording his characteristics, he would be able to develop the antidote very quickly. If that guy were to play tricks again, he would have a way to counter it. After that, Xiao Changtian returned to Gui Yurong's room and fed her the medicinal pills Di Tian gave him. Then, under everyone's gaze, waves of evil aura flew out of Gui Yurong's body. Seeing this scene, Xiao Changshan's eyes turned cold. Cough, cough, cough. Just as everyone was in shock, Gui Yurong started coughing on the bed. Then Xiao Changtian came to her bedside and said slowly, "Miss Yurong, you're awake." Perhaps it was because she had been asleep for too long, Gui Yurong didn't react immediately when she saw Xiao Changtian. Gui Yurong slowly sat up on the bed and covered her head weakly. Then a stream of information poured into Gui Yurong's mind. "Miss Yurong, are you all right?" Xiao Changtian saw Gui Yurong covering her forehead and asked her with concern. Origin. The source had been taken away by that guy from the evil world. Did I lose again this time? Gui Yurong muttered to herself. As she spoke, tears still flowed from the corners of her eyes. After this deep sleep, she had also awakened many memories. She was originally the heaven's will of the human realm upon heavens. In order to resist the invasion of the evil race, the righteous Tao Alliance had no choice but to borrow her power. As time passed, her origin energy was also continuously consumed. In the end, she also thought of a way to be reborn. In order not to cause panic, she did not tell anyone. He did not expect that not only did he choose to reincarnate, but the heavenly Tao of the evil world also chose to reincarnate. In the end, not only did his origin energy not recover, but it was also taken away by him. Thinking of this, Gui Yurong's heart ached. Could it be that without his own origin energy, heavens beyond would be invaded by the evil race and he would be devoured? At this moment, Gui Yurong also muttered, "Is everything going to end?" "Miss Guo, what are you talking about?" Xiao Changtian said to Gui Yurong slowly. "Don't be so pessimistic. Everything will get better." Seeing Gui Yurong's expression, Xiao Changtian could also guess. Miss Guo must be feeling helpless and sad because she failed to take revenge and was attacked by her enemy instead. Gui Yurong looked at Xiao Changtian when she heard his words. She had just woken up, so she hadn't noticed Xiao Changtian beside her. She had never seen through Xiao Changtian. Perhaps Xiao Changtian could bring hope to the human realm upon heavens. With this thought in mind, Gui Yurong said to Xiao Changtian, "Young Master Xiao, do you think you can deal with the evil race?" At this moment, Gui Yurong did not beat around the bush and asked him directly. Evil race. Hearing Gui Yurong's words, Xiao Changtian was also a little confused. However, looking at Gui Yurong's determined gaze, he guessed that this evil race was his enemy. He would soon be able to open the path of invincibility. At that time he would be able to deal with anything. Thinking of this, Xiao Changtian smiled at Gui Yurong and said slowly, "Miss Guo, don't worry. It's just an evil race. They'll personally take care of him after a while. You should rest well." Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, not only was Gui Yurong stunned, even Taoist De Yang and Di Tian were stunned. It seemed that their previous speculation was not wrong. Senior's cultivation of the mortal world is about to end. With such a mighty figure taking action, what could the entire evil race count for? Gui Yurong also noticed the gazes of the people around her. He looked at Xiao Changtian and smiled at him. "Young Master Xiao, I believe you." Gui Yurong did not say it based on her feelings. Although she couldn't say that she could see through everything, she could still see through a wide range of things. She naturally knew about Xiao Changtian killing demons in the various heaven realms. Therefore, Gui Yurong also looked at Xiao Changtian with trust. After feeling Gui Yurong's gaze, Xiao Changtian slowly said to her, "Miss Guo, you should rest well. Don't worry about anything else." Then Xiao Changtian chatted with Gui Yurong for a while before leaving her room. After leaving the room, Xiao Changtian also memorized the name of the evil race in his heart. He had been busy since he came to the island. He had yet to check the rewards given by the system. It was time for him to start cultivating. By then, not only would he be able to deal with the demons, but he would also be able to deal with Miss Guo's enemies. There were also the people on this island. After he had his cultivation, he could better protect them in the future. After the incident with Gui Yurong, Xiao Changtian felt the importance of cultivation even more. After that, Xiao Changtian also found Taoist De Yang and Di Tian. He slowly spoke to them, "Perfected great son Di Tian, I'm going to enter seclusion for a period of time. During this period of time, the island will be in your hands." Upon hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Di Tian and Taoist De Yang nodded their heads. They all understood that Senior was going to end the training of the heart in the mortal world. They could imagine that once Xiao Changtian made his move, the entire human realm upon heavens would be in chaos. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 732, The Heretic Race's Action. 1. In the underground of the evil race's sacred mountain of the evil world. In front of the evil race's holy lord, the skeleton demon's figure slowly appeared as he looked at the evil race's holy lord. You've worked hard all these years. Whoosh. The evil aura on the evil race's holy lord tree kept on evaporating, forming a ghost face in the air. Have you found the heavenly Tao origin of the human realm upon heavens? At this moment, the evil race's holy lord said slowly to the skeleton demon. This plan could be said to have been made possible by him and the skeleton demon. Hearing the evil race's holy lord's words, the skeleton demon smiled. Don't worry, the heavenly Tao origin of the human realm upon heavens is here. At this point, the skeleton demon waved its hand, and a small array appeared in front of it. Seeing the array in the skeleton fiend's hand, the evil race's holy lord ghostly face was overjoyed. In this way the evil world can take another step forward. At that time, heavens beyond will completely become a part of our evil world. From the voice of the evil race's holy master, it could be heard that the current him was filled with great ambition for the future. The skeleton demon also said to him, hurry up and do it. When the time comes, we can turn those righteous alliance cultivators into nourishment for our evil world. At this point, evil aura rose from the skeleton demon's body. Unlike the other demons, he had inherited the power of the evil world's heavenly Tao. The evil chi on his body was even purer, and it was even stronger than the evil chi of the evil race's holy master. Immediately after, waves of evil chi also emanated from the tree of the evil race's holy master. It was entangled with the evil energy of the skeleton demon and finally injected into the underground center. CSC. At this moment, the evil race's holy lord spoke slowly to the holy mountain outside. Immediately after, CSC's figure slowly appeared in front of the evil race's holy lord and the skeleton demon. Holy Master. After entering the ground, CSC immediately knelt down before the evil race's holy master. Then, he saw the skeleton demon beside him and his eyes were filled with doubt. This is the will of the heavenly Tao of our evil world, the skeleton demon. Demons? Wasn't that the race of the human race in the human realm upon heavens that was enslaved by them? As an orthodox member of the evil race, CSC still looked down on evil demons. However, from the words of the evil race's holy lord, he could hear the respect that the holy lord had for the skeleton demon. Therefore, CSC also bowed respectfully to the skeleton demon. Lord Skeleton. The skeleton demon did not care about CSC's thoughts, nor did it care about them. Following that, the evil race's holy master slowly said to CSC, CSC, tell the rest to go down. Our evil race has been preparing for so long. It's time to collect some interest. Tell us, the warriors of the evil race, that it's time to prepare to attack the human race. When he heard that he was going to attack human realm upon heavens, CSC's body trembled. During this period of time, they saw the Spirit Pearl Elder and the others trapped in the evil world. He had long wanted to deal with them. After all, they were the home ground of the evil world. Moreover, the Spiritual Pearl Elder and the others had been exhausted for so long. Now that they were finally going to make a move, CSC and the others were also delighted. Holy Master, don't worry. He'll do it immediately. At the same time, in the divine world in the 100,000 mountains, Xiao Changtian returned to his room after he finished speaking to Taoist Big Sun and Di Tian. At this moment, Xiao Changtian was sitting on the armchair in the room. He said slowly in his mind, System, retrieve the reward. Ding dong. The host's request has been detected. The host will now be rewarded. The reward has been issued. The system's voice slowly sounded in Xiao Changshan's mind. Xiao Changtian couldn't wait to open the system panel and see the reward. He was also very happy in his heart. He was finally going to start cultivating. He did not know what it felt like to cultivate. However, Xiao Changtian sat on the armchair for a while and was also a little confused. He did not notice any changes in his body. At this moment, Xiao Changtian said in his mind, System, what's going on? Didn't you say you can start cultivating? Why don't I feel anything? Ding dong. The system has answered the host's question. The system's reward has been issued. The host has already started cultivating. Xiao Changtian slowly opened the system panel. Name, Xiao Changtian. Gender, male. Cultivation, unknown. Xiao Changtian looked at his own panel and his expression softened. Originally, the system had always written that he was a mortal in the column of his cultivation. Now it was changed to unknown, although he did not know what it meant. However, at least it meant that his current cultivation had changed. Perhaps he had not cultivated the corresponding cultivation technique or something, resulting in him not having any true essence. Xiao Changtian sat on the armchair and pondered for a while before coming to his own conclusion. When Di Tian had just started cultivating as a cultivator who had just entered the sect, he had also bumped into his own kite and fell from the sky. He had just started cultivating, so it was normal for him to not have any true essence now. Thinking that he didn't have any cultivation method now, Xiao Changtian also planned to look for the Great Sun Immortal to find a cultivation method to cultivate. At the same time, in the evil world, CSC slowly came to the ground and saw the evil race's holy master and the skeleton demon Shi. He said respectfully to them, "Holy Master, everything is ready. The soldiers are already impatient. What should we do next? Are you going to attack the cultivators of the Righteous Path Alliance?" When the skeleton demon heard CSC's words, it nodded in satisfaction. "Very good. But don't attack those old men from the Righteous Path Alliance. Attack the heavenly Tao incarnation of the divine realm." As he spoke, the skeleton demon also looked in the direction of the divine realm. Hearing the skeleton demon's words, CSC hesitated for a moment before looking at the evil race's sacred lord. The evil race's holy master sensed CSC's gaze and said to him, "Do as Lord Skeleton says." When he heard the evil race's holy master's words, CSC also bowed towards them. After CSC left, the skeleton demon's voice sounded from underground. "So what if the heavenly Tao incarnation recovers? In the end, it will still be destroyed by our evil race." As soon as he finished speaking, the skeleton demon's figure disappeared into the ground and walked towards the direction of the human realm upon heavens. It was obvious that the skeleton demon was planning to take action personally. Xiao Changtian, who was in the 100,000 mountains, was completely unknown of all this. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 733, Divine Beast Trapped, 1, Divine Realm 100,000 Mountains. Boom, boom, boom. The originally sunny weather suddenly darkened, and a series of thunders sounded in the air. Following that, a spatial crack appeared in the void of the divine world. CSC led a group of the evil race army and slowly walked out from within. At the same time on the island, Taoist De Yang and Di Tian were both looking at the sky with grave expressions. The pressure that the evil race gave them could be said to be unprecedented. In the lake, the ancestral dragon felt the provocation of the evil race and also tore through the air from the lake. The ancestral dragon's entire body was filled with monstrous providence as he let out a furious roar. Stampmany F. The evil race warrioress died under the Instral dragons in midair. CSC looked at the ancestral dragon with a gloomy look in his eyes. As expected of a divine beast, that holy master reminded to pay attention to its really powerful. When he was in the 100,000 mountains, CSC had only seen the 9 heavens God-sealing formation. There is no too much understanding of the divine beast on the island. Seeing the ancestral dragon's ferocious appearance, he was also slightly shocked. Following that, CSC's hand gesture changed, and the group of evil race warriors formed a hexagram formation in midair. Formation seal. CSC shouted loudly. At the same time, he unleashed a monstrous evil aura and attacked the ancestral dragon. The Holy Master said that the fact that the human realm upon heavens can nurture ancient divine beasts like you means that the human realm upon heavens tuck is strong. When they become a part of our evil world, the evil race will definitely be even more glorious. CSC's face revealed a sinister smile as he finished speaking. At this moment, a huge array formation slowly formed beside the ancestral dragon. The power of the heavenly Tao. Interesting. When the ancestral dragon saw the evil race's array formation that surrounded him, he looked at the evil race and let out a cold snort. Immediately after, the other divine beasts appeared beside the ancestral dragon to help him. Ancestral dragon, it's not nice for you to run up here alone. At this moment, the black tortoise came to the ancestral dragon's side. Looking at his figure, it said to him, "Let's break this array first." When the ancestral dragon heard Black Tortoise's words, he did not argue with him. His pair of dragon eyes stared at the array formation. This array formation contained a large amount of the evil world's heavenly Tao power. It was clearly used to deal with them. Although this array formation could not cause any harm to them, it would still take them a while to attack after being trapped by him. At this moment, the skeleton demon's figure also appeared in the vision of the divine beasts. There are so many divine beasts. Is this the hidden power of the human realm upon heavens? If you attack the evil world, we really won't be able to resist. Upon seeing the appearance of the skeleton demon, the phoenix let out a loud and clear cry. Immediately after, a golden flame with an invincible aura charged at the skeleton demon. Humph! The skeleton demon was not willing to fall behind either. Evil chi rose from its palm and formed a huge skull head in the air. It collided with the phoenix's flames. Whoosh! As the two clashed, the evil race warriors around them were also dying. However, the skeleton demon did not care about this. He looked at Phoenix and the others and said slowly, "I know I'm not your match, but when we conquer the human realm upon heavens in the future, you'll definitely be the greatest help to our evil race." The skeleton demon looked at Phoenix and the others, its hollow eyes filled with passion. Do you have the qualifications to deal with us?" The heaven-swallowing dog said disdainfully. He stepped on the stars in the sky, and crisscrossed chessboard lines appeared under his feet. Then, the heaven-swallowing dog opened its bloody mouth and attacked the formation. It seemed like the heaven-swallowing dog wanted to swallow the formation into its stomach. At the same time that the heaven-swallowing dog attacked, the skeleton figure also moved. His body turned into countless skulls that surrounded the divine beasts. The evil aura on his body kept surging as he slowly shouted, "Evil world heaven prisoner." As soon as he finished speaking, the skeleton demons fused with the formation with the hexagon array as the foundation, trapping the group of divine beasts inside. "You guys are very powerful, so I had no choice but to use the evil world's origin energy to trap you. However, as long as we destroy the heavenly Tao of heavens beyond, when the evil world and heavens beyond are completely fused, this bit of consumption is nothing." At this moment, the skeleton demon looked at the divine beasts that were constantly attacking the array and let out a smug voice. "CSC, go and kill that incarnation of the heavenly Tao. Without the origin of the various macro worlds, she's just an ordinary person now." When CSC heard the skeleton demon's words, he also charged towards the 100,000 mountains. "My lord, what should we do about this formation?" CSC's figure had yet to enter the 100,000 mountains when the 9 heavens god-sealing formation blocked his path. "Leave it to me." Before the skeleton demon could reply, a figure walked out from midair. It was the evil race's holy master who was underground. When he saw the evil race's holy master, CSC's face lit up as he bowed respectfully towards him. Following that, CSC, Xia Wu, and the others charged towards the island with the help of the evil race's holy master. And at this moment on the island, Xiao Changtian came out of his room and saw Taoist Big Sun and Di Tian. He hurriedly walked towards them. "Taoist Big Sun, what are you looking at?" When the great sun immortal saw Xiao Changtian, he pointed at the sky and said to him slowly, "Senior, look, the evil race is here again." When he spoke, there was a hint of worry in his voice, because he realized that the divine beast that had never lost had actually gone out for so long and had not returned. The evil race had probably come prepared this time. No wonder Senior was about to end his cultivation of the mortal world. Otherwise, who in the human realm upon heavens would be able to resist the evil race? When he heard about the evil race, Xiao Changshan's face turned cold. He had promised Gui Yurong that he would help him eliminate the evil race. He didn't expect that after the last time, the evil race would come to him again. Even if he did not have a cultivation technique now, he could be considered to have stepped into immortal cultivation now. It was time to teach those evil races a lesson. Thinking of this, Xiao Changtian walked out of his room and took out a crossbow. "Senior, what do you want?" Seeing Xiao Changshan's cold expression, the great sun immortal asked him slowly. "Kill the evil race." Xiao Changtian looked at the sky and said coldly. Then he drew the bow and shot the arrow into the air. Because he saw a few black shadows flying towards them. If he had been immortal before, he might have avoided them. However, now that he had officially stepped into cultivation, he would use them as his trial stones. Under the eyes of Taoist Dayang and Tian Tian, Xiao Changshan's arrow also flew out. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 734, Xiao Changshan's Arrow, 1. Divine Realm 100,000 Mountains. On the island, Xiao Changtian stood on the spot, holding a bow and arrow in his hand, shooting towards the sky. Whoosh! The long arrow streaked through the air. Taoist De Yang and Di Tian's eyes were both fixated on the arrow. He couldn't bear to leave for even a moment. This was the first time they felt the fluctuation of Zhen Yuan from Xiao Changtian. Although it was very small, at least he could feel it. "Senior, this is the end of the training of the heart in the mortal world, and he is finally going to make a move." Staring at the arrows in the air, Taoist De Yang and Di Tian were both filled with excitement. It was even more so for those in the skeleton demon array. Black Tortoise choked and said, "Master, Are you ending your experiential learning and going to enter the world? Damn turtle, look at your expression. It's as if something big has happened to Master. Phoenix, who was beside him, was also very excited. She stared at Black Tortoise and said slowly, I'm so happy that I'm crying. Do you understand? If you don't, then shut up. The Black Tortoise responded strongly when it heard Phoenix's words. Beside the Black Tortoise, the other divine beasts looked at the arrows flying towards them. Their hearts were filled with complicated emotions. However, this also meant that he was not far from entering the world. If Xiao Changtian were to enter the world and participate in the struggle between the heavens, they would not need to show their faces as poultry. Yes, when the time came, they would be born in the form of true divine beast. One could imagine that the heavens would tremble because of their existence. The skeleton demons controlling the array could naturally sense the changes in the divine beast. Just now they were still fiercely attacking him and he almost couldn't withstand it. He felt that something was wrong when the divine beast suddenly stopped. At this moment, Xiao Changshan's arrow also cut through the void and arrived in front of CSC and the others. CSC was originally charging towards the island with full confidence, but the moment he saw the arrow, he was stunned. For some reason, her heart suddenly skipped a beat. Then he realized that he could not control his body at all. He even lost consciousness for a moment. Whoosh! Without any warning, the long arrow pierced through CS's body and drew a beautiful foxtail in the air. Xia Wu and the others behind Xia 4 were also pierced by the arrows. That's right, Xiao Changshan's arrow had pierced through 5 of them. Xia Si and the others didn't feel the smell of death as they fell from the sky. He fell into the lake below, causing a splash on the surface of the lake. The death of Xia Si and the others also allowed the skeleton demon to react. At this moment, the skeleton demon looked at the island below with its empty eyes. Its eyes were filled with disbelief. Impossible, no, this kind of thing shouldn't happen. We clearly extracted the heavenly Tao origin, so how could he release such a powerful attack? The skeleton demon was lost in thought for a moment. It looked at the long arrow below and muttered to itself. The origin of the heavenly Tao represented the power of the heavenly Tao of a world. After the origin of the heavenly Tao was extracted, the heavenly Tao could be said to be like a newborn baby, unable to fight back. How could he launch such an attack? The skeleton demon sensed that the arrow had an additional energy. It was even more powerful than the power unleashed by the heavenly Tao during the previous holy war. The skeleton demon racked his brains but could not find a suitable reason to explain this phenomenon. Originally, his plan was to completely kill Tiandao so that the evil world could move in. Now, it seemed that their own safety was another problem. Naturally, the ones who were shocked were not only the skeleton demons but also the evil race's holy lord. He was the same as the skeleton demon, and could control the power of the evil world's heavenly Tao. Or rather, the two of them were the incarnations of the evil world's heavenly Tao. It was different from the heavens beyond. The heavens Tao of the heavens beyond only had one incarnation. However, the evil race was different. They had a few more heavenly Tao incarnations. This was also to prevent all their eggs from being placed in the same basket. However, he was also the leader of the evil world's heavenly Tao. It was for this reason that he was more shocked than anyone else. He no longer had the mood to deal with the 9 heavens God sealing formation. 6. He did not hesitate to escape from the long arrow that was flying towards him. This time he did not come with a clone but his actual body. While it gave him the strength to deal with the 9 heavens God sealing formation, it also brought him risks. If he died here today, the evil world would suffer an unprecedented blow. His previous plans would be in vain. After the evil race's holy lord fled, the arrow arrived in front of the array in the air. Whoosh! The long arrow pierced through the hexagram formation created by the skeleton demon and made a loud sound in the air. Immediately after, the divine beasts inside also released their own power, scattering the entire array. Boom! The formation was broken, and the dark clouds in the sky gradually dissipated. A ray of sunlight shone down from the sky, and everyone on the island felt some warmth. They all understood that the evil race had lost. Xiao Changtian looked at the figures falling from the sky and knew that the system was not lying to him. After he started cultivating, he could indeed defeat them. This stupid system finally stopped trying to kill him. Thinking of this, Xiao Changtian was also delighted. At this time, Guiyurong, who felt the changes outside, walked out of her room. After a few days of recuperation, Guiyurong's body had almost recovered. However, after the origin of the heavenly Tao was extracted, she, who was the embodiment of the heavenly Tao, was now an ordinary mortal. Although she had lost her ability, Guiyurong's perception was still there. After all, she was like the mother of this world, seeing CSC and the others being killed. Guiyurong also smiled. After leaving the room, Guiyurong slowly walked to Xiao Changshan's side and said with a smile, "Young Master Xiao, I didn't expect you to be so powerful." Perhaps it was because he hadn't seen Guiyurong smile for a long time. Guiyurong's smile matched her beautiful face. Xiao Changtian didn't respond to her immediately. Seeing Guiyurong waving at him, Xiao Changtian realized that he was in a difficult situation. "Miss Gua, I'm sorry. Your smile is really too beautiful." Xiao Changshan's words also made Guiyurong stunned. In front of her, Xiao Changtian was still teasing her. At this moment, Guiyurong's face also blushed. However, the red glow did not last long and quickly dissipated. That was because a skull had already formed on the island. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know reports so we can fix it as soon as possible. You're tuning in to the Han Li's Wuxia Adventures YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.